Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. I'm glad you could join me today. I'm excited to share with you something that's kind of new in my life. Recently, I've had an interest in wildlife photography, and so during this video, I was just going to show you how I set up this camera blind or a hunting blind or a hide in order to conceal myself while I'm taking pictures. Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. It's a nice cool morning here. It's the end of November. Thanksgiving was a couple days ago, and during the afternoon I walked down here with my family, my brother-in-laws, and we stopped at the top of the hill. And the last couple days I was working on a project down here. I like to do projects around the property, and it's always fun whether I'm building trellises in the garden or I have done a lot of hunting here in the past, and since I've been plant-based, I no longer hunt deer. I used to hunt deer down here on my property, and so it's been really nice not eating the meats and the dairies and the oils, and so I just focus on taking pictures of the animals these days. And what I did is I recently built a camera blind down here using a blind from hunting. And so we had stopped here with my family, and I asked them to take a look to see in the woods where they were able to see where I put the blind. And so there were a few that could not see it at first, and so I was able to point it out to them, and they did finally see that where I had set up the camera blind. So let's go take a walk down here and along the creek. I see Bailey's joining us this morning. But down here along the creek, you know, I own 10 acres here in Harleysville, Pennsylvania. And we have a lot of deer that pass through down here, and a lot of turkey and foxes. I actually saw a fox here this morning. But what I've been doing is starting to use my Sony camera down here to take some pictures of some of the wildlife. I think it's a new hobby that I am starting to be interested in, is taking pictures of wildlife, and so I'm looking forward to spending more time down here in the early morning or in the evening. We've actually been researching and doing a lot of studying on upgrading our camera for our videos for Plant Smart Living, and also a new camera to take better pictures, and that would have also a better zoom lens on it, because this Sony camera that I'm using right now has a lot of limitations with it, although it's been a great camera that we've used so far. But anyhow, we're heading down to where I set up the camera blind. I just want to thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's coming up. So we just have a little further to go. I see Bailey found the camera blind. This is what you call an Ameristep doghouse blind. It's about 5 foot by 5'6". I built a wooden platform for it out of plywood and 2x4s, and set it up on fence stakes to support it up in the air, about 6 inches off the ground. put some logs around it and some grasses to make it blend in. But over here, Bailey, come on. But it's right along the creek here. And so I'm just a beginner at photography here with taking pictures of the wildlife. If there's anybody that happens to see this video, if they have any tips or ideas or comments that they, as far as lenses go or cameras, I would really appreciate it. We're always willing to learn new ideas and here at Plant Smart Living. I know in the past here I've had blue heron come in and along here, and in fact in the summer I had a couple weasels right over there playing in the water, so, and we a lot of ducks along here. So we're looking forward to at some point in the future getting a new camera that's going to have a better zoom lens and just offer us a lot more things on the camera. So anyhow, I just want to thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, again, just feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or if you'd like to subscribe to receive new videos, I would appreciate it. So anyhow, until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred.